Hello, I'm Deanna Blackman, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings. And I'm here tonight just to show you a new technique, a new way that I found to use up scraps. And I'm always looking for ways to use up my scraps. And I saw this, a fellow demonstrator on YouTube, Leanne Greff, and I started making cards using this technique, and I just fell in love with it. So one of my favorite paper packs and one I've been using in the last couple of days is Feels Like Frost, and I had tons of little pieces left. I had so many little pieces left, so I thought it would be perfect for this. And this is the card that I ended up with. Isn't that beautiful? I think this is going to be my Christmas card. I don't make many Christmas cards, but I think that may be what I send out. So let's get started. The pieces that we use are cut to 1/2 inch, and you'll need probably at least 4 or 5 inches per strip. So the first thing we're going to do, now I will say when I saw the video the first time, they used cards going this way, vertical. And I made my first few cards that way. Here's one of them. I got my scrap drawer out and I just started using up my scraps. Here's one. Aren't they pretty? And here's one. All my boho indigo scraps. So I decided on this card to go the other direction, and I just love the way it turned out. So the first thing you do, you want to get to the very center of your card, and since this is 5 1/2, then we'll go to 2 3/4, and that's where you're going to lay down your first piece. The edge of your first piece has to go at 2 3/4, and I'm going to start it right at the bottom because I'm going to put my sentiment over the top. So where am I? 2 3/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, right there. So that should be the center. And then I'm going to take the second piece and it's going to go right on top. So you'll see that I'm going to have to adjust it a good bit so that they're equal distant from the top of the card. So that ought to just about do it. So this is where I'm going to start. Now I'm going to keep my ruler there for right now. Make sure it stays at 2 3/4. And I'm going to put my first piece down. So I'm just going to run my glue along there, come back to my 3/4 mark, 2 3/4 mark, and about where I had it, I'm going to move it up a little bit, and that ought to be about it. Then you want to leave a little bit of space. So I'm going to leave a little space right here and go up from there. Now I've got my first pieces down. All right. I'll move this down just a tad. There we go. Now I can move my ruler, and it gets easier from here because now I'm just going to put my glue on the back of my strip. And this one will go right next to that, leaving a little bit of space. And I've already laid them out, so you do that, you know, rearrange your colors and put them the way you want them. I'll put that one right there. You'll notice I mixed in the foiled side of the Feels Like Frost too. I think it's so pretty and it gives it such a beautiful look. I'm going to move that back in this way just a little bit. Leave a little bit of space there. And it just gets easier. But isn't this beautiful? Maybe move it up a little bit more. There's that one. And then a darker one. And then this one. And then this one's a little piece. And it looks like we're going to have room for one more little piece. So just the littlest edge here. Put it down. That worked perfect. Make sure it's all glued down. Get my snips. Turn it over. Trim it, and you'll have pieces to use on the next card left. I'll probably stick a little bit to your scissors because of the glue. It's all right. Hope y'all can see that. Trim it off. Get down. One more side. There we have our card, and I went ahead and pre-stamped and pre-cut a sentiment. Like I said, I think this is going to be my Christmas card this year. So this is from the Ornate Labels, Ornate Layers, and I love these dies. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this one is going to go right on top of this one. And then I'm going to pop it up on my card and put it down. Center it on here. Get my mounting squares right here. And put them on the back. Just about ready to call this card made, and I've used up more of my scraps. I love using my scraps up like this, being productive with them. So here we go. I'm going to put it right down here. There it is. Said and done. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? And what a wonderful way to use up scraps. So I hope you'll go get your scrap drawer and get some out, cut them to 1/2 inch width, and mix and match and put them together and come up with a beautiful card. I would love to see the cards that you've made. So you can go to Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings or Stampin' Dee Dee's Doings and Designs, either of those, and post a picture of it. I'd love to see it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.